Hello and welcome back to the 24 to Scratch. That's one podcast. Christ, Jacob, I'm already slurring
Get it
my
out,
words.
son.
But
Get it out.
I know, a bit rusty. It's because I was singing just before we went live. How are you doing, Jacob?
Good. I've had a rough week just because of my back injury, but today is the first morning where I've woke up and I've not had to run and grab some painkillers. So it's looking up. It's looking up. We might be getting some real golf in soon.
Love it. If you're new to this podcast, I'm your host, Jojo. Jacob is my brother, and he is the person you've seen all over YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, who is trying to go from a 24 handicap to scratch in just 1 year and gain 100,000 followers in doing so. What day are you on now, Jacob? 113?
114 today. So yeah, today's day 114. Down to an 18.3 handicap, but I've been saying this a lot. I genuinely think because I haven't been able to hand in cards because of winter golf, when my back injury, when I get the green light to go out and play rounds, I think I'm going to fly down to 15, and then it's going to be, back into hard progress, a tough grind each stroke from there.
Love it. How is the back? Give us a little status update.
So basically what happened, I was in the gym doing a barbell row, and I just pulled it up, and basically my back just went a big crack in it. Went to the doctor and the physio. They basically think I've damaged the ligament. And at the start, what it was if I would look left, right, up or down, basically if I wasn't stood looking still, if I moved my head, so if somebody called me and I went to look to the right, it would be a jolting pain, a really sharp burst of pain, but it wasn't a constant pain. Just couldn't. I was just like a robot. But then a couple of days after that, it started, that sharp jolting pain when I looked left and right started to die down, but I started to get this continuous pain build up, and then about 2 days ago it just got so painful. I went just this continuous pain in my where the neck meets the back, just slightly to my right of that. And then I had to go back to the doctor, and they just put me on some decent pain meds, orally, and creams and stuff, and that has been helping a lot. You're so childish, man.
Oh, man. I hope no one's playing drink with me or whatever. We've had stroke and orally already today, right?
2 points in, yeah. No, but that's so it's it is getting better, but it's just now. I was saying, what's worse than the pain is the fear of making it worse. The fear of doing a golf swing and just a disc flying out my back. So it's a bit sad. I feel sad for, well, not sad, but I'm worried about playing golf when I'm 70, because you're dicing, aren't you? You gotta be swinging properly for what you can do.
You didn't get the injury playing golf. You got the injury in the gym. I think you'd be fine when you're back out there. I mean, you're getting old though. You're almost 70 already, aren't you?
Yeah, a couple of years I'll be there.
I have a little topic to talk about my golf, actually, because I played.
You broke 120 for the first time the other day, didn't you?
Yeah, over 9 holes. I played for the first time this calendar year, on Saturday. Just the golf Holland
calendar year. Club, as if you had to specify that, but yeah, go on.
I don't know, people might work on financial years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow, you know what? It's been horrible weather in the UK, and I looked out the window on Saturday, and I was like, "Hang about, it's actually dry and all right." So I booked a a kind of twilight round, about 12:30, 12:40. It was quite busy. Managed to get in about 13 or 14 holes, but I won't really count the back nine because I finished 9 holes. I got to the back nine, and it was just chock a block with people. And so I skipped a couple holes, and I was just basically trying to get to a point because it isn't a golf course where at the ninth hole it's right next to the clubhouse. So you like the best point to go to, like to get to the 14th or past the 14th hole, so I could go back to the clubhouse. So I basically just skipped a couple holes, like speed golfed them, the other ones on the back nine to get to the 14th, so I could go home because it was getting dark anyway, and I knew in that like amount of traffic I wouldn't be able to finish the round. But the front nine is what I want to talk to you about. My best 9 holes ever. 6 over a shot on the front nine, or it's got to be at least tied with my best. 41, it's par 35 on the front. But 2 birdies. 2 birdies. And there was no warm-up. First time I played in a couple of weeks. So that first start, I was basically on the green reg, and I like got double bogey because I was like putting for the first time in 2 weeks. You're like, what the hell? How do I do it? So just blasted the first one past, missed the putt left on the way back, missed the putt left on the way there again, and then finally putted it in for a double bogey. So it should have been better on the first hole. The second hole, it's about 200. It's a short par 4. It's like 280 yards, but it's uphill. So it probably plays like 300. Hybrid around 200 yards, and then a nice 54-degree wedge to about 5 feet, and rolled it in for the birdie. I was like, hang on.
Oh, nice.
But honestly, 80 to 120 yards, give me a 54-degree or a 50-degree within that range. I'm lethal. It's the only part of the game I'm good at, but I am absolutely lethal. And then on bogeyed the third hole, and then the fourth hole, par 3. It was playing about 135 yards, 9 iron, stuck it to about 10 feet and rolled it in as well. So I was like, aside from the first hole, because on the second hole as well, I didn't play that well getting up to the hole, and I was off the green and I putted. So I was basically over the second, third, and fourth hole, I'd hit 2 putts. It's incredible. But this is where my dilemma comes in. Okay, that was amazing. It was a great experience. I loved the golf, and I enjoyed shooting well. But I want to also get better at golf. And the dilemma is, why do I seem to play better golf and be getting better when I'm only playing once a week or once every 2 weeks? But when I train, I go to the range, I get lessons, I'm awful. I get worse. And I don't get better. Like, what?
Well, that is what I've been focusing on this week, isn't it? It's the mental side of the game. It's the mental side completely, because this is what happened to me, like on day like 60 to 8, well, maybe like day 80 to 100. I couldn't play golf. Like, I was just, we played 9 holes and I shot 25 over on 9 holes. It was like actually ridiculous. Like, I forgot, like, or I'd been having so many lessons and training so much. Like, I was just so obsessive over the mechanics of the swing that I was just in my head over every swing, and I just couldn't get a connection with the golf ball, like, at all. And I was taking like 8 shots to get to the green. It was ridiculous. And then I even like lost confidence in putting. I was overthinking the putting. It just got ridiculous. And then so when I got back to Spain on like day like 102 or whatever, I had a round. It was terrible. Same issue. And I was like, right, I'm going to stop having lessons for a while. I'm going to stop caring about the swing. All I'm going to care about is, for me in my mind, is just flexibility and just where the ball goes. I don't care at the moment about the swing. Like, I don't care how it looks, what it is. I just care like how it feels and where it goes. Like I needed that time away to let go of the mechanics because I was getting so obsessive over it. And then this is when I got introduced as well to a company called Mental Golf Type, which I'm having basically sports psychology sessions with at the moment. And they give you, like, when you start, a personality test. And I think you've done it as well, which we'll go into in a second. But basically, my personality test, which was, I think it's ENFP or something like that. I'll confirm that in a bit. Actually, no, I got it right there. It's ENFP, right? So there's 16 different personality types. And my personality type, and this is funny actually, because I in my second session with them, I mentioned you because my personality type basically means that I am all based on feel. I'm not a I'm not a mechanical player. So what it means is that it just basically means what increases your brain activity and what stresses you out. Like, both are bad. The more brain activity and the more stress is bad. You want, like, obviously you don't want to be dead with zero brain activity, but like you want to be like just like focused on like on like one thing, right? All right. So for me, as I'm going through the session with the guy and he's talking to me about my specific type, it's like, look, with you, he's like, I don't want you to take practice swings on the thing. And I was like, oh, it's funny you say that, but go on. And he's like, right, because basically what's going to happen is, now this is only if the ball's on a good lie and you don't need to test the lie, you don't need to test the grass, you don't need to test like certain elements of how the ball is on the ground or like the distance away from your feet and stuff, right? If the ball is on a good lie, do not take a practice swing. And he's like, basically because of your personality type, what's going to happen is you're going to take that first swing and that's going to be your best swing, because the second you take that swing, you're going to start to think about what happened in that swing. I go too high, too narrow, my wrists, my elbows, my weight on the front foot. And then the second I start thinking about that, because I'm not a process orientated person, it will rapidly increase my brain activity and increase my stress levels, which is going to pull me out of the zone. Right? So my first shot is usually always my best shot. So it's essentially you still apply by the rules. Like there's the line of right. So you plan your shot like away from the ball, and you look at like what you're gonna do. Like you assess the situation. But when I go up to the ball, I need to just basically line up and shoot, which is what you were telling me in the Costa Brava. Like it's just like I always used to take like a million practice swings. Like I say I would take like 4 or 5 practice swings on every single shot, like full swings as well. And so one, it would take ages to get around the round.
No, it's actually painful.
Two, it would fatigue the hell out of me as well, because I was actually swinging like 500 times, like 500 full swings on a round of golf, right? So I was just absolutely conked by the time I got to like the 13th, 14th hole or something like that, which obviously then just my scores going out were terrible. But yeah, and then the other thing to do with the personality type as well is just like it's just about target selection, right? It's like for me, whereas I'm basically focus a lot, or like my personality type is based on feel. It's with my target selection. I shouldn't target one specific area. So like I want to go at that tree in the background, like in the distance, right? I need to target zones. Just because I'll be able to break this down more in like future episodes, but basically just because of the way it fits in. And it's so interesting thinking about the mental game, because it like at the start, before the sessions, I thought it's just like sports psychology, it's all like wishy-washy stuff, like just play better, mate, just get better, just practice more and be better. But it really does account, like there's so many external factors to just the golf swing that affect the game. It's crazy. Even like the video I posted yesterday, right? To do with nutrition. I mean, you must be absolutely cooked on this, because your fucking snacks through the through for a game of golf. Disgusted. This kid bangs about 4 packs of Haribo and a pack of Hobnobs on a round of 18, right? I was speaking to a nutritionist yesterday, and she was telling me that a banana was bad, and I'm thinking, I'm getting told off for eating a banana. No. I've seen this guy eat 4 packs of Haribo, and God knows what else throughout the round.
Sorry, that banana one is BS, because if you watch pro golf, they always scram bananas on the golf course.
Yes, but the point of the video is you shouldn't eat the banana on its own. You need some other, I can't remember the exact terminology, but you need some other like slow burning carbohydrate with the banana. So because you need to stabilize your blood sugar levels. So you should have the banana's a good snack, but paired with other food. So like if you had the banana and a bunch of nuts, it would be good. But the problem is if you just on like the 9th hole had 1 banana, you're going to get a spike in blood sugar, which is going to change because it's like there's nothing else that your digestive system is working on. It's just like sugar in, boom, explosion.
Yeah.
Blood sugar goes up. That's going to change the way you focus, the way you feel. Then a couple holes later, the sugar's going to come down, and it's going to go like you've got nothing to stabilize it, so it goes down, and then that's going to take you out of like the zone. And so like because you think about golf, to be in the flow state in the zone, like you want to be as just linear as possible. You want your energy to be the exact same, your focus to be the exact same, your blood sugar to be the exact same, like throughout the whole round. You want to be like near like homeostasis as possible throughout the round. So that's the reason why like a banana's a good snack.
What about well, maybe why I played? So what about sushi? I had 6 pieces of sushi on my round on Saturday, but I ate one. I ate one piece like a whole basically. So that's
rice, isn't it? So it's like slow burning carbohydrate.
That's why I was absolutely locked in then. Right?
Yeah, and you've got nothing to like boost you up and bring you down. Like you're going to stay relatively stable throughout the round if you have that. Now I'm not a nutritionist, but like this is just on the research that I was doing yesterday, so I could be talking out my bumhole. But what I think we should do at some point is bring a nutritionist onto the podcast, so we can actually have that discussion in depth.
Yeah. Back to you taking practice shots though. Outrageous that it took a professional for you to listen. I've been telling you this for ages. Our rounds would last like 5 hours because you're 3 practice shots, then you stand over the ball and you like assess your life over the ball. You're like moving minute muscles, and I'm thinking I'm gonna hit myself over the head with this golf club in a minute, and then you finally hit and you chunk it 4 yards.
Yeah,
I'm telling.
Mate.
I'm always telling you, just hit the ball, man.
Yeah, this is what
you know how to hit it. You know how to throw a ball to me, so why don't you know how to like hit a ball? You wouldn't stand there adjusting your muscles if I asked you to throw it to me.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. But I got a video from from Julian, my mental coach, and he basically said to me, he was like, your shot routine, as in the time it takes you to take the shot, should be the same every time. So you shouldn't be having like over the top of the ball for 25 seconds on one, 3 seconds on the next, 10 seconds on the next. It should be the exact same every time. And he sent me a video, and it's like divided into 4 sections. There's like 4 videos playing at the same time in one video. And it's him behind the ball, like lining up with a club. And it's 4 different clubs, like driver, 2 low irons, and then a wedge. All right? And he does like the line up, whatever he needs to do. And this is all happening at the same time. He walks into the thing. It's like clockwork. Like everything he does is act like clockwork. It's that there's a big timer in the middle as well, like count it all. And then he sets up, get down, look 1, down, look twice, down, up, shoot. And the whole sequence, by the time he's decided to step into what they call the shooting zone, the whole sequence is 14 seconds long. Every single time, once he's decided where he's going to go and he steps into the shooting zone, it takes him 14 seconds. And that works for him. And everything like is like following a certain sequence. Even his breath work, even the way he breathes during the shot is the same. So it just keeps him. Yeah, it keeps him like completely level the whole time. And
It
there's
sounds like he plays quick rounds as well, unlike you. So
yeah, well, and he's shooting like 68 or whatever, so so he's obviously taking like half the time that I'm taking. But
14 seconds, 68 shots. So he's not on the course for long. That bloke, love it.
yeah, quality golfer. But he was also yeah, he gave me some other tips about basically breath work, and there's certain forms of breath work that you should do in certain situations. It's like when you feel yourself getting stressed. So based on your personality type, certain things are gonna stress you out, and your basically aim throughout the round is to keep your stress to a minimum, because stress starts to stack, right? So even if like one small thing happens and you get like bad shot, whatever, and like you think about it a little bit and then you hit another bad one, it starts to like stack and stack and stack. So what you need to do is be in like a stress management mode, or like just have stress management in the mind. And one really good tip is that every time you hit a bad shot, instead of just saying to yourself, why did I do that? I knew I was going to do that. I knew the lie was there and I should have changed this, whatever. Like, instead of beating yourself up about it, after you make the bad shot, the first thing you have to do is think of something positive to do with the shot. Even if it's just like, I'm in a bet. Like, imagine you chunked it like 3 meters. Like, I'm in a better lie now. I've got a better angle to the green. You have to think of one positive thing about the shot. And then the second thing is you have to grade it. So if you hit a shot and you chunked it 30, 40 meters, grade it like 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10, 4 out of 10, whatever it was, then it's not just in your head, that was a terrible shot, need to do better. It was like, right, that was a 3 out of 10. What do I do on the next shot to make sure it's a 4 out of 10 and then 5 out of 10? Because you're not going to go, you also need to understand that you're not going to go from a 3 out of 10 shot to 10 out of 10 shots just like that. Like, you need to like work on it, work on the stress management, and work on getting back into the zone. And these are just like some little tips that you gave me to actually make that happen.
This and course management will instantly bring anyone, including yourself, and myself, who's like, between like 15 and 24 handicap, down to like low teens, because I think like that sort of thing can bring anyone's golf game down by a huge proportion of shots, because everyone's capable of hitting good shots. It's just about, like you said, the mental type a lot of the time. Do you want to know my mental golf type?
Yeah, go on then. I'm guessing it's different to me. I'm guessing it is different to me because we play so different.
Yeah, I know, but I actually don't think it is. I just thinking. I'm like the smarter, better looking clone than you, better golfer. Sorry as well.
So my only comeback to that is it opposite day? I bet I sound like a child, right?
I got you're an ENTP, the clever persuader. Is that what you are?
No, I'm an ENFP.
Yes, nice. All right. All right, I'll read out. I'll read out without making this sound too boring. You're an ENTP, the clever persuader. You're curious, inventive, and driven by challenge. You bring energy and insight to the course with a bold mindset. Nice, like that. Always looking for new angles and smarter ways to play. You are built to perform through possibility, creative freedom, and mental agility. Your edge is extroverted intuition. It helps you scan for patterns, explore options, and adjust with confidence in real time. You don't just play golf, you explore the course, challenge convention, and respond with fast, flexible thinking that keeps you one step ahead. When your mental game supports your natural wiring, you stay mentally sharp, creatively engaged, and fully alive in the moment. So, just to finish this off, what this means for you: you perform best when you have freedom to adapt and explore. You thrive in open, creative environments with variety and challenge. You lose rhythm when things feel too repetitive, rigid, or over-structured. Do you reckon that sounds like me?
Yeah, other than all the nice words, it sounds like you.
Every word.
Yeah. No. I think it does. Yeah, and especially the extroverted bit, because what they were telling me between, because in like there's different parts of the personality, right? So if you're extroverted or introverted on a course, what that means is how, like, I think it was how you respond to stress. So basically, if you're extroverted, it means that you need to in around with people, like be talking out loud, being happy, being like communicative. You're talking about the good shots, laughing about the bad shots, and you're really vocal and what's going on, right? And so that is producing good energy for you, and it helps to lower your stress. When you start to get stressed, what you'll see is, because of your personality type, you'll start to get quieter. So you'll start talking less, you'll start expressing yourself less, and you'll start thinking more in your head, right? Which is the opposite for an introverted person on the course. An introverted person on the course is quite happy, not like being like a loner, like not talking to anybody, but it's quite happy, like thinking about the golf swing and thoughts like inside their head. And when they get stressed is when they get the opposite. They start to get really vocal, and they start to be like, oh, that was a terrible shot. Why did I hit that? Like they start like getting really vocal about it. Whereas you'll see me as well. I'm extroverted as well on the course. And what that, like, you'll see, I don't ever like, I'm a head down type person, right? So I don't get really loud and angry and start shouting when I'm doing bad. I'm sort of just like you can just see me like giving up silently. And then so how you help that type of person is you get them talking. And so when you can see yourself in this state, the reason one of the ways to manage the stress in that situation is to start talking, is to start verbalizing stuff, is to start talking it through with mates. Oh, I hit that bad shot, but I think it was because of this. And then again, going over the steps, like coming over something positive with the shot, grading the shot, but like talking that through with yourself, either like out loud or to like your playing partner. For extroverted people, it's going to help you like reduce stress.
I love it. I reckon next time you play, you're going to go shoot 5 shots lower. Now you're not taking practice shots, and you're going to be more mentally engaged as well.
Yeah, I think so as well. And one tip, another one that's going to help me, and this is the practicing, not the playing, is that when I'm going out and playing like practice rounds, or rounds in general, that I'm not like playing with people and friends and tournaments, is like you have to have an objective for the round and for the shot, right? Because you should always take shots that you're comfortable with, but in certain situations, to improve, you're going to have to take shots that you're not comfortable with. So, for example, like on I think it's hole 4 on my golf course, is an ultra narrow, like 350-yard par 4, and it's just through tree lines, right? So you can take a driver there, and you'd probably be best to, because it's like you can get really close to the hole through the layout of the hole by hitting a drive. And if you hit like a lower club, you're like in danger of like bunkers and stuff. But with the drive, I often hit a big slice. So in like a tournament where my objective is to hit low, whilst I'm not comfortable that I can like get that ball into the thin fairway, I would take a 7-iron. But in the practice round, I should take the driver to basically practice using the driver in that situation with that stress and with that pressure. But before I take that shot, just telling myself that like, right, the objective of this is to learn. It's not to get it in the fairway. The objective of this is to learn and improve. And then you're managing your stress through the round, and you don't practice round, and you're not getting to this point of where you're like super stressed during a practice round that the rest of your practice is rendered pointless because you're just waving the club around like an angry lunatic.
Yeah, that's why course management comes in as well, though, because I think like you wouldn't take 7, like you probably would never take driver off there because it's a short par 4 narrow. You wouldn't take 7 because you'd just leave yourself too far up. So you still got to be aggressive but sensible. So you probably take something like your 5-wood or 4 hybrid, and like I think you'd still get, especially you're still thinking, well, I could still slice this out right just as much as my driver, but then that's because you've got that mindset and you're not comfortable with it. So maybe you pick up the hybrid and you're like, all right, this is going to get me 200 yards, and I'm going to have 100 yards in, and I'm going to make a birdie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because
Right.
that's the difference between we'll dive into that more in another episode. But yeah,
We
I
will.
think we should. We've got to get to work, get the day started. It's been lovely speaking to you. If you've been listening,
Well,
to the
hang on.
podcast.
All right,
All right.
We've got to do the question.
Go on then.
Do the question. You're, I think you're like 0 for 2. I'm 2 for 2.
No, that first one didn't count, and the second one didn't either.
Right, you ready? Listen closely. In April 2024, Tiger Woods set a record for consecutive cuts made at the Masters. What was the number? Was it A, 18, B, 21, C, 24, or D, 27? B, 21. What's your logic? You got any logic? Is it a guess?
Well, there's one a year, right?
Yeah.
All right, so that's 27 years. Tiger Woods is like 50,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
And and no, wait, hold on. Right, but through like halfway through his career, he had that crazy accident, back surgery and stuff like that. So he's not making it straight the way through. So it's like it's a low number. I think it's more one of the low numbers, but I don't think it's going to be the highest number either.
All right. Yeah, I'm actually going to go with 18 because we obviously know from previous questions and general knowledge that he made the cut in 1995 as the Low-Am, and then he went on to win in 1997. So I can't imagine he missed the cut in 1996. So there's 3 cuts in a row. But that is from 2024, 1955 is more than 27 years ago, right? So he'd need a break somewhere. And obviously he had the Tiger Slam in like 2004 or something. So I am again going to go with the logic of he did have an accident or big injuries around at some point, and I feel like that was around 2016, or had it in 2005, was out 2005, 6 or something like that. So yeah, I am going to go with 18.
Yeah, I was my initial thought is 18, but then like the type of question, like would they put it just the lowest one? So I'll go one up.
All right, here we go. Oh my god, we're both wrong. It's 24. We're gonna have to look into that. Our Tiger Woods knowledge not great.
Yeah, he's never going to come on the podcast now if we keep getting these Tiger questions wrong.
You know nothing about me. I'm not coming on. Right. Well, thanks everyone for listening. Thanks Jacob for joining us. If you're listening on Spotify, please follow and give a 5-star review if you could be so kind. If you're watching or listening on YouTube, give us a subscribe, a comment, and a like. That would be lovely. Give us a comment on how your latest round of golf went in the the first round of golf this year went, if you've played. Curious to know. And we'll Vice, use code Jacob at Vice Golf for 10% off. And also check out the main channel stuff if you haven't checked out that stuff. That's One Golf on all platforms, and you can check out and follow Jacob's journey from 24 to scratch. Thank you very much. See you later, Jacob.
Lovely, thanks. See ya.